What's up, guys? On the fly, the final score, triple threat main event, going live with you tonight. I had some little technical difficulties, so if it looks a little different, uh, yeah, I had to switch computers. I'm trying to figure out on my main computer what's going on here, but anyway, so if things look a little different or sound a little different, let me know. Um, haven't done this in a while because I got a promotion at work and working more hours, and wow, it's just taking some getting used to, and hopefully uh hopefully once I get adjusted to the schedule, I'll be back more on here, be able to do more. I can't tell who's live, if somebody's live or not watching me right now on this one. That's the only thing I hate about this one. um so yeah, we're still kicking. I'm still here. We will have a new episode on the fly out Monday. Excited about that because me and Joe Decker are starting a series. Um, we decided to start an album series. We're gonna do like a discography and do like every studio album, excuse me, of a certain artist. And we're gonna start off, and everybody was like, well, everybody's figuring everybody's figuring that since both of them are such big Kiss fans, they're going to do Kiss. No, we didn't start off with Kiss because that would be what everybody expected us to do, and that would be taking a long time. This one is one that me and Joe are both big fans of. Um, we're actually going to do Ozzy Osbourne, and we're starting off with Bark at the Moon. So Monday, we will have that out. That'll be on the YouTube channel and on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast. So be sure to tune into that. Next week is a big week for the final score as well. We will be doing, I'll actually be doing, well, yeah, two episodes of the final score next week. Um, One will be live, hopefully Wednesday night, where me and Matthew and Eric do our NFL mock drafts. The draft is coming up on Thursday night. NFL draft comes on. We always do a mock draft, and keeping the tradition alive, I will be doing it old school, doing an old school telephone interview or a telephone mock draft with my mentor, the guy that got me doing this. Yeah, he's responsible. You can blame him for it. Mr. Gaddis Hodges. This is going to be, gosh, between his show when he had a radio show and I would go in the studio and do it there, and now let's see, it's 2024, at least 15 years, I would think. At least 15 years that we've done this every year between me and Gaddis. So looking forward to that. Mock draft, of course, guys. It's a guess. It's harder to do than an actual NCAA tournament bracket because if you might get the first three right, but after that it's tough. Um, I think Gaddis got like 6 or 7 right in the first round. We just did the first round. I think Gaddis one year got 6 or 7 right, and that's been the high so far. So every year we try to come out and get a little bit higher than that. Try to break the record. So we'll see how we do with that this year. Looking at some music news, Motley Crue. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Motley Crue has been talking about new music for a while. Shows up on social media. One of the past guests of the On the Fly show, Mr. Mitch LaFon, posted last night. I think it was on Motley Crue's YouTube channel or somewhere on there that there was a post with a name of an album and 9 hidden videos. Hold on, I'll look and see what the name of the album was. nothing that I don't think it's anything you can listen to yet, but it was interesting because, let's see, I didn't think it would be out this quick. I didn't think they would start doing stuff this quick, but evidently they've really been working. Um, let's see, of course, and Nikki Six. There you go. I can see how many people are on here now. Nikki Six actually posted on social media, I guess with X, Twitter, not long now. Motley Crue, "Lonely in the Night." It says Motley Crue album, 9 unavailable hit videos are hidden. So yeah, that's pretty interesting there. That I really want to hear. With Mick Mars had his solo album come out, which wasn't bad. I really did enjoy that album. Um, and interesting to see how this album is with John Five as the guitar player now, lead guitarist. Some sad news. I know it's been a while since we've come on here and done live. So sad news about a band from the '90s, band that I listened to a lot, Firehouse. Their lead singer, C.J. Snare, passed away after a battle with cancer. That was a couple of weeks ago, yeah, Firehouse was one of those bands that did a lot of shows around me before they hit it big. Like they were in clubs in North Carolina doing shows, and then all of a sudden you see them hit it big with I think "Don't Treat Me Bad" came out, and then the uh, iconic Firehouse ballad "Love of a Lifetime." They tried to get that again, to catch lightning in a bottle again, as they say, and did "When I Look Into Your Eyes" on the next album, which was good, but was no "Love of a Lifetime." The first album for Firehouse remains, which I haven't. I've listened to the two. I don't know how many studio albums they actually have, but I have to go back and listen to see if I can find some. But that first album was the best Firehouse album for me. Yeah, I'm still over here looking at why my camera won't come up on my main computer, but we'll deal with this one. Um, yeah, that was sad to see about him. Guys, movie wise, have you seen where they're going to do a reboot of Naked Gun, which I I don't know how to feel about that. Uh, Liam Neeson apparently is going to play Frank Drebin, who was made so famous by the late great Leslie Nielsen. And what I'm hearing is the love interest, which would be, what was her name, Jane, who was played by Priscilla Presley in the original movie, is going to be played by Pamela Anderson. And I'm like, I don't know what to think of this. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. Some movies you leave alone. I mean, I know there was talk about Back to the Future being redone, and I'm like, please leave it alone. There's other movie. You can come up with an original idea. Stop going back and redoing these old movies and making them something else. I mean, I'll say this: some of them have been okay. I remember Starsky and Hutch when that got, that was a TV show back in the '70s, got redone with, of course, with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller, which was pretty funny. I will give them that. I did enjoy that one, but some of the other ones have not fared as well. I just don't. And I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see Liam Neeson as silly enough, being silly enough to do a Frank Drebin. I mean, I know you've been wrong with like Michael Keaton playing Batman. Of course, people didn't think he could be serious enough to play Batman, but he proved everybody wrong then. But I just don't know. I'm I'm torn on whether they should even touch Naked Gun. But I'll go ahead and say he is not going to be able to match Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen from Airplane to Naked Gun. Yeah, you can't touch that one. Anyway, um, what else we got going on here? Talked about the draft. I'm doing something which I had been doing. I had done it, but I got away from it. Playlist on the fly playlist, and these are songs that you might want to check out, listen to. Some of them are old, some of them are uh, newer. Some of them are guests of the show that have been guests on the show, so you probably haven't heard those before. Um, so, and I've actually had two out already, but we'll go over the third one. This is the newest one, and you can find these if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple Music, you can find them up there because we were actually, and this is no theme. We were actually, me and my daughter were actually talking about that uh, earlier tonight about the art of uh, making a playlist, and it does. I mean, I guess it's a little more complicated. Which now I've got my main computer straight over here, but we're gonna finish this up uh, before we do it. But and look, there will always on any of these playlists. I'm gonna try to do these every week. Any of these playlists I do, there will always be a Kiss song on here. I'm sorry, Kiss is always the my favorite band, so just be prepared for that. Uh, so leading off that playlist is going to be "Hide Your Heart" by Kiss from "Hot in the Shade" from I think it was 1989. Great song, doesn't get a lot of is really overshadowed by Forever on that album, but "Hide Your Heart," great video too. It's like a West Side Story uh, theme video from there. But yeah, great song. Um, then coming up next is a past guest of the show. Actually, she's been on the show about 6 times, and hopefully she's going to be on again soon. Uh, and Noelle Tolan, she just did a cover of Faith Heals It Matters to Me. So you guys make sure you check that out. She does a great job with that. Excuse me. Then, so I mean, that's the second cover she did. She did Walk Away Joe from Trisha Yearwood earlier. So check those two out anywhere you listen to your music at. Check out Noelle Tolan and check out her past music too as well. Then you got Queensryche from the Operation Mindcrime album. I Don't Believe in Love. This is where I became a Queensryche fan. A concept album. A lot of people don't like it or don't get it, and that's fine. But this is a great album, start to finish. But this is one of the standouts of that album. I Don't Believe in Love. Then we got Rascal Flatts. Are You Happy Now? I think Lauren Elena does that with them. She's guesting on that song. Great song by Rascal Flatts, and I know a lot of people, if you're country fans, you're like, oh, we're not a Rascal Flatts fan. They're not country, but yeah, I like some Rascal Flatts. And then another past guest of the show, we had Michael Murphy on probably about a year and a half ago from Written by Wolves, a band. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe their music. Anyway, they did a song called Please Just Breathe. And this is a song about one of the band members losing their father, which, hits a little bit close to home right now. But give that song a chance. Like I said, they're all over social media. You can find Written by Wolves. on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. There, and like I said, with Noel too, give these guys a follow, and subscribe to their YouTube. Give them a follow on wherever you find them on social media. They deserve it. Then we got Miss Sarah Evans, Born to Fly. Actually, just bought tickets a couple nights ago to go. I'm gonna go see her in September. She's coming to a local theater. Sarah Evans just does so many great songs. But Born to Fly was probably one of the first Sarah Evans songs I really got to. Then we go way back. This was like one of the first cassette tapes I actually bought. Survivor. The Search Is Over. I mean, Survivor put out some great songs back in the day. Scott Baker, what's up, buddy? How you doing, bud? Congratulations to you too. Today, Scott is an old friend of mine back in the day from elementary school at Northeast Academy. He left us before we graduated, but he's always a member of that group. But and I'll go ahead and congratulate him today. Scott is 2 years sober, so congratulations. That's quite an accomplishment. I'm proud of you for that, buddy. Then we go to another past guest of the show, Warren, another guy that's been on here 5 times, and he'll be on here again, I'm sure. Tame and Sorry, Gone and Run Away, a ballad. And, if you haven't listened to Tame and Sorry, you've heard us talk about them before. Great rock band. I mean, and they're a rock band out of Canada. We have a great relationship with them. They're like the unofficial house band of On the Fly. Then we go a little different, like an R&B track here with Tevin Campbell. Anybody remember Tevin Campbell? Chances are if you're on alive back in the early 90s or mid 90s, you don't know who Tevin Campbell is. Kind of disappeared off the scene, but had some great hits. I think he got his Prince gave him his first chance with there was a song called Round and Round. Was that? I can't remember if it was Under the Cherry Moon, that fiasco of a Prince movie that he did, that Tevin Campbell was on there somehow, but he was just a kid. I also did a guest spot on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But yeah, this is one of his best songs. He had two great albums back in the nights, back to back. He was on fire, but then he just kind of disappeared. And would love to know where he's at now. He doesn't put out any music that I know of right now, but I'm Ready by Tevin Campbell. Then we have another cover song off the Stars and Stripes album's Tribute to the Beach Boys. And this is like, I mean, I will honestly say this. I'm a Beach Boys fan and I'm an Eagles fan. This is a song that I love, but I love the cover a lot more than I do the original. Timothy B. Schmidt from the Eagles doing Caroline No. He kills it. And then if you go on YouTube, if I can suggest it, I mean, listen to the song on my playlist. But if you go on YouTube and you listen to, you'll see the making of it and see the Beach Boys. This was before any of them had passed away. Well, Dennis had passed away, of course, back in the early 80s. But Carl Wilson was still there. And, I mean, them doing the harmonies. And I'm a sucker for harmonies in a song. But him doing the harmonies up there and them getting it straight with Timothy B. Schmidt was fantastic. I've watched that video, countless times. And then we're going to leave out. Usually we do 10 songs on our playlist, but we're going to do 11 this time, just because of what we talked about earlier with C.J. Snare, of course, the Firehouse lead singer that passed away a couple weeks ago. We're going to end the playlist with Firehouse, Love of a Lifetime. This was the monumental hit for Firehouse. So we're going to leave off with that, but check these songs out, guys. Check my playlist out. I'm going to put links up for you where you can go straight to it, and we'll have more playlists coming. But just keep your eyes open. Like I said, Monday we will have the new episode of On the Fly, which is going to be great. And me and Joe have got some ideas coming. If you're a fan of The Office, get ready because we're getting ready for something. Both of us are big fans of The Office. We're getting ready to do some stuff with The Office, but get ready for that. Like I said, the final score. We're going to be doing the NFL mock drafts. One of my favorite times of the year as a guy. You guys get ready, and we will see you next time. Be sure to, like I said, subscribe to our YouTube channels, like and follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. And then check us out. If you're on TikTok, you can check us out there. We put a lot of videos up on TikTok. Guys, before I go, Saturday Night Live. I'm a big old school Saturday Night Live fan because I haven't seen many here and there, some stuff that really make me laugh at Saturday Night Live. You know, there's some things I haven't agreed with on Saturday Night Live, how they've done things, but this past Saturday night, the Beavis and Butthead skit on Saturday Night Live, and the poor girl, I don't know her name, but the girl that was playing the host that broke character. This is going up there for me with the classic Saturday Night Live skits. I mean, no doubt about it. These were classic Saturday Night Live skits, and this one got added to it. I think it was Ryan Gosling playing Butthead, and no, he was playing Beavis, and some guy, I don't know who this guy was playing Butthead, and man, they killed it, and they were breaking character. Kenan Thompson did well to not break character. He is a consummate pro. What can you say about Kenan Thompson? Probably one of my favorite members of Saturday Night Live, top 10 favorite members of Saturday Night Live. That sounds like an episode right there. But anyway, you guys be sure to follow us. Like I said, if you got questions, you got suggestions for shows, if you got something you want, an album you think we should listen to and do a review on, or a movie, anything like that, let us know. Please be sure to email us at thefinalscoreentertainment@gmail.com. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our Saturday night update. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time on The Fly, Final Score, the Triple Threat Main Event.